Welcome back, guys, and today we have officially our strongest new member to come on with the coaching sessions, and he has 1 billion. Yes, that's billion with a B. Okay, guys, our very first one here, Sean Dog from S14, and honestly, this account is crazy. I've never actually worked on a 1 billion account, so it's going to be really fun to see the fact that we can max out pretty much every single unit on here and see how we can obviously optimize this. So welcome in, Sean. Hope you have an amazing day today.
Thank you.
Now, let's quickly start here with the tech. Now, the tech on this account is pretty much almost max. So we can see here, obviously, he does need to do the brand new one that's just came out in a most recent update. And then moving on to the advanced, we have got infantry almost at the end. He's currently going to be working on getting his damage resist bonuses here. And then the tank, the artillery, and the aeroplane are all completely maxed. Moving into the modern, his infantry is slowly but surely getting worked on, as he doesn't use infantry at the moment, but it's obviously going to be an option in the future. And then his tank is maxed, his artillery is maxed, and his plane is almost maxed, just needs a few backfillings and the final one complete. Obviously, it is very expensive to get your modern air done, but overall, the majority of it is complete. And then moving in, we have the Dominion Corp. He's already on to phase 2 and making good progression, close and nearing towards the end of that. So we're getting ready to start on the phase 3. And finally, his advanced city defense is almost done. Again, just a few little things, last couple ones here to get done. Overall, very strong when it comes to tech, and the amount of tech power there, that is 282 million, which is very, very strong. Now, with regards, obviously, to the collector, he's obviously started to work on that collector level now. Recently, he just started on it. So it is obviously on the lower side of collector, but still a lot higher than me. It's over double my collector, of course, but he's definitely going to be working on towards upgrading this. Now, VIP 23, insane amount. I think I'm only on 12 million VIP, which is crazy at VIP 19. So there's a massive jump the further you go up. But overall, absolutely high and a beautiful amount there. And then obviously the units, let's have a look. So he is primarily going to be a sort of artillery and tank main, but he also very much enjoys using his air. So we're going to be going through trying to optimize for the air as well as the ground. Now, for starters, he did mention he had a friend recently come through and help do the account, but of course wanted a second opinion. So that's what we're here to do. We're going to try and help optimize this account. We're going to be focused on his base to base setup here, and then we're also going to be working on he's called it turtle, which of course is what a lot of you guys call it, but your defense setup as well. And we're going to try and optimize this to be as strong as possible. As always, guys, we're going to go through, do some changes, and we'll be back with you. Let me know what you think of the account so far. So, guys, here we are with the updated version. Now, what we've done is, obviously, he is base to base, but we'll also primarily be sending to rallies as well in another sort of air setup that he's going to be changing. But for the focus of the ground base to base, we've definitely changed up some here. Yardbird is obviously awakened now. We also have Futurus on the second howitzer with red heat, and we have Lady Liberty with Lady Shadow. Now, obviously, the Lady Liberty and Lady Shadow can be used either for attacking the base, or it can also be used to sort of sit there and defend the other two units that are attacking. Now, he did mention to me that he is working on Vindicta, and of course, with having Vindicta awakened, it will also be able to completely change up how this looks overall. But for now, we have got a massive difference when it comes to the base damage that he's going to be doing the outputs on, and also the turtle one. Now, a lot of you guys probably love the difference between the turtles and not. So the turtle one we've completely changed as well. I was a bit, skeptical on who we put on that final howitzer at the bottom, because again, although the main damage will be coming from Stinger and Red Heat, we've also got the ATG there with obviously Steel Angel and Lady Shadow. After that, I was really picky on who we can put at the bottom. Some people would maybe suggest putting Eye there purely for using the 1 second to get the damage resist and protection in for Vox a little bit quicker. But overall, I just feel like, you know, it's one of those units that it isn't going to be the main source of damage, but it's definitely going to be nice to every 2 seconds that how he's shooting has a chance of getting his skill shot out. And the fact that he has the officer, he might as well use it. But of course, when we have Vindicta Awaken, there is obviously much better options that will be on the horizon to use instead. So with that being said, the Air Force as well, at the moment, obviously this is what his Air Force is looking like. Changed it up a little bit. Now, he does and has been working on Fleeting Arrow, which I have obviously found out upon going through the entire account. And Fleeting Arrow is very close to being done. So Fleeting Arrow will obviously replace Nagarani at that point. You know, there obviously are always going to be new officers coming out, so that could also change the dynamic of how we have everything set up here. And then the Naval, again, Naval is actually really, really nice. He has the ability to get a second GMD if needed, but it would require him to also get a different officer instead of Sombra, because Sombra is obviously a aircraft carrier focused, and therefore it would require him awakening one of these officers or potentially tired. So with that being said, obviously he can definitely work on obviously changing this up a little bit, but for now it is the best and strongest setup for not only having a bit of protection in his base, but also dealing a lot of offensive ability to other bases in the sea. So honestly, this account, once it is obviously fully retrained here, we are basically at 1 billion. We did have to drop a bit of power because we had to reset some of the units here. We reset his AD, unfortunately. But overall, guys, wow, what an account. I genuinely don't know how long it will take me to ever reach 1 billion power. I mean, I've only just hit 600 million. So the thought of me basically almost doubling my power is going to take a very long time. But let me know down in the comments, what do you think of Sean's account? And, you know, the future that this account can definitely increase with the fact he's working on his collector level and getting those skin sets. And obviously overall working on these newer and better lounge officers will definitely make a difference. As always, I appreciate you tuning in. Sean Dog, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Cheers. Thank you very much for your help.
You're more than welcome. And as always, guys, if you're interested in having your account looked into, please feel free to check the first link in the description. Happy to help anyone, no matter what size you are. As always, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.